years old.
Can you talk about your use of the Wildcat? I know it gets you an extra blocker, but is there anything
It's not
else
called the Wildcat. I don't know where you came up, but it's called the Leprechaun.
Okay.
So if you're going to reference it, it's the Leprechaun. Do you want to know why?
Yeah.
Well, we're Notre Dame. Change of pace. You know, we feel like in our package, the quarterback has traditionally been part of this package that we have in. We're being careful with Dane, obviously, and it gives us some things we think schematically can help us run the football.
How about Armando and Theo back there? What does that kind of give you?
I think two real good threats. You know, if the ball comes out into Theo's hands, he's got a great opportunity to do some things on the perimeter, and obviously inside out, Armando's a very good runner. So I think with those two guys, and we got a couple of passes in there too. You haven't asked about the passes yet, have you?
I didn't think we were supposed to.
Oh no, I would. I would definitely ask about all the passes that you saw today.
You had a very good running quarterback last year.
Yeah.
But Tony Pike had only 6 yards. What made the offense so effective, even though he wasn't necessarily a runner in your scheme?
Experience at the quarterback position. Simply the ability to get the ball out of his hands, know how to protect himself. He had 3 years of experience in a system where he could run it better than I could call it.
You also had a situation where you talked about extending the play being the most important asset of the quarterback.
Yes.
How's Dane doing in that field?
He's progressing. You know, I'll give you an example. It was drop 8, but there was a 3-man rush, and we've got 5 guys to protect. There's no need for sacks, stay alive. Those are the things that he's learning as a young quarterback. He sees a 3-man rush today. He moved out of the pocket, kept the play aligned, hit a guy down the field. You know, so those are the little developmental things that you hope to see from your quarterback. There was a question on Jonas?
About Jonas, is that any update on?
Yeah, his groin is fine. He's got a knee sprain. And he's questionable to doubtful right now. I haven't seen the trainers after today. But my guess is that he's probably doubtful for Saturday.
Any other concerns, health-wise?
Oh, health-wise? Other concerns, it would be a long press conference. No, I think we're good everywhere else.
Brian, you've had opportunities in the past to keep your opponent guessing as to who your starting quarterback has been, but I don't think you've really played that game. Why not?
Because our number one is clearly defined. I mean...
But when you have it, I'm saying in the past, when you've had a chance to say, well, we might start him, we might start him, you've announced...
Oh, because we had
you haven't kept your opponent, you haven't tried to play a game with your opponent, you know.
I don't have different quarterbacks. I mean, they're all about the same. When at Cincinnati, I had a running quarterback versus a pocket quarterback. You know, I had two. You would have to prepare for us in 2 different ways for those 2 different quarterbacks. So I was never going to tip my hand. Our 3 guys are about the same. You know, none of them are dynamic runners of the football. They're okay, but none of them are dynamic. So they're all about the same relative to the kind of player they are.
Turning it around, how does it impact you as far as not knowing who is going to start for?
They're all cut from the same cloth. You know, their quarterback. They don't have a dual threat quarterback. All 3 of those guys are 6'4", 215 pounds, pocket passers within a system.
But then there's Redding. I mean, who knows? The reports say it might be him. This is a true freshman. It's got to be a little different than Marcus Betcher, who's at least played some. I mean, he's at least got some live action. Does the true freshman part of it impact anything at all? We've watched some high school film on him, if that's what you mean. Yeah, we dug up some high school film, and he's like the other quarterbacks. He's tall. He's got a strong arm. He's got escapability. So we feel like we don't have to prepare for a guy that may take off on us and run the ball 20 times.